So currently looking at one of these kits, and we've used these with years 4 or 5 to build solar car kits, and you can see some of them up here, and they're including in the instructions little wooden pegs for putting things together, tissue box racing covers, streamlined and painted and decorated in order to work. So we've got some sets there that are ongoing. I'll just quickly show you some of the details for these. We have, this is a completed car. The solar panel itself can be taken off and put on the top of a body. So that's just blue tack underneath there. And the body can be constructed, and then this can be put on top of the body. But the main parts, we have our solar panel, which produces enough voltage to power this motor. And you can see it there. We've got a gear set up on the motor, and that works with the wheels. So we've put our axle through this actual material, and you can see just there, it's gone through little black spaces there, and you'll see those in the kit as little tiny pieces of black plastic. I'll show you a full kit in a minute, but you've got a rocker switch here that turns the motor off, stops the solar electricity from coming through. Got something to anchor the motor down. Now we've had a bit of a trouble, see if you can see that there's a gap between the gears. So we've had a little bit of trouble getting these gears to stay connected, but that's just some adjustment with the kids. And the spacers in here, you can see there's a spacer missing, and there's one here. So we have to work on that a bit to stop this movement. And I'm pretty sure if we jam this spacer into the body there, it'll actually slow that movement down, and there's much less movement on this end. And what we want to do is avoid that movement, to stop the gears from disengaging. And that's just the way that this one's been put together. Nothing underneath, so it's got quite a good ground clearance, and it goes quite fast depending on the sun and the level of solar activity in the day. Cloud cover is a bit of an issue, but in the kit you'll find there's some parts you can use, such as a battery case in there, in order to use batteries that you can substitute on the day for the solar panel. Just disconnect these 2 clips. Great little kit, and good for kids to put together. There's a couple of little tricks to it. So you've got double-sided tape and normal tape, just certain things that you need to do in a certain way, but the instructions are pretty good. So these instructions are with the kit, and they're quite explicit. We have a bit of an issue putting the wheels onto the axles and the gears onto the axles. There's the little black spaces being pushed into the body there to give you that, stop the wheels from moving around, and there's a special tile with a hole in it and a pushing piece of dowel that you push on in order to push those gears onto the axle itself. And the wheels are the same, so a little bit tough to get those on, but most kits can handle it. Some kids have trouble with the alligator clips, but you can pull the cover of the clip back, exposing the clip, then use it, and then slide the cover forward. And as you can see, designs can be quite complex. You can even set up tracks with dowel, or small raised wooden elements that fit under the bodies. As you can see, that ground clearance is quite high, and then the car will follow that wooden track. That's one reason, because of the play in the wheels, the car might not always go straight, so the track's quite useful for that. Okay, so that's your typical solar cell. You can see on the back there, you've got your voltage and your currents, and you've got a that's the supplier, Kite Magic, where we got them. This stuff is basically stuff used for real estate signs. You can probably get some more of this if you need to recut, or if you've got damaged ones, but if you can pull them apart carefully, you can reuse them. In the kits you've got spare wheels, different sizes. You've got some larger wheels, some smaller wheels. You've got your gears, and you've got spacers and gear for the motor. Double-sided tape, motor anchor point attachment, alligator clips, a battery in case you've got the switch. And those things can all be put on, and they can be put in different places. You might have a front wheel drive or a rear wheel drive car. So that's our advanced solar car kits, and they've been used quite successfully with a few classes, and at this stage we used them this year with year 4-5 that came to visit our school, part of a STEAM experience. Okay, thank you.